do the intro.
No, this is for the reaction video, so yes, you do.
Hi everybody. Hi everybody. I am Sharon D. Blazy Gardner, and I am here with Rachel Cosmo Mamo 9 and Bridget at Ain't My First Radio on Instagram, and Ex Prophecy Girl on Twitter, and of course Dave, who's on screen with us today.
I forgot that I don't go on
Yay!
screen. Oh, well, I'm here
Yes,
now.
we see your face
Ay,
No,
now.
ay,
no, get the hell
We
out of here.
okay.
we are here to talk about episode 610 of Better Call Saul.
Dave! Oh,
Um,
jeez. Come on. Get back here.
Dave,
Shenanigans.
don't make us get nippy with you.
Don't make me get nippy with it.
So, our my guess on the title was it had something to do with the cold, and I was wrong there. Who was it that theorized it was a dog that bit somebody?
Oh, we
A
did talk
nippy
about that,
dog.
didn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
I think I said that. But I want to say you weren't totally wrong about the cold. I mean,
It was
there was a
pretty-
cold element in this episode, so
Yeah, I mean, I did say I figured they would be back in Omaha, and that's where they were. But Carol Burnett is Jeff's mother, and I wanted her to be Kim's mother really, really bad. Had convinced myself that's who it was.
So wrong. Everybody was so wrong.
When we were okay, so I was watching this thing today with Bob Odenkirk and Ray Seahorn. It was from Vanity Fair, and they were reading fan theories. I guess they filmed it. It was something they filmed in between the hiatus, and one of the theories was that she was Kim's mom, and they were like, "Well, all we can say is that she's the mother of somebody that you've met." And they're like, nobody will get it. It's really hard to figure out. And I was like, oh, it's Kim. They're just messing with us. It's Kim's mom. No, so I was fucking wrong. So yeah, it was interesting that she turned out to be Jeff's mom. And you guys, we were all watching it, and I was like, when we were all like, it's Kim's mom. She even sounds like her. Rachel and I were like, but she even sounds
Yeah.
like Kim. I thought that was Kim. So.
yeah, I thought the same thing.
I'm actually kind of pleased that it's not Kim though, because I like the delaying of gratification, possibly because we don't know what's gonna happen next. But I mean, I know, guys, you're looking at me with daggers, but I'm kind of like,
Sometimes it's fun being wrong.
yeah. I mean, this was a fun episode too, like the tension. And like even like the slow moments, like him constantly going to the guard's office and et cetera, et cetera. It was like, okay, what's happening here? What's brewing?
Whenever
here?
whenever they've laid out one of Jimmy's cons or scams, they've always shown in depth what the con entails. Like, for instance, when he pulled the scam for Mesa Verde, when he switched the numbers. I mean, they spent an entire montage showing him cut out numbers and letters and paste them all back together in Xerox. And like that was like an 8-minute montage. So they've always taken great pains to show exactly what the steps are. The only exception has been the last scam with Howard. That one they kept under wraps. Like they didn't really. They showed us the steps, but we didn't know what the end game was. So I'm not surprised that they were really thorough with this, but I think this is the first episode we've ever had where the entire episode was the scam. You know, the scam was the entire episode.
Yeah.
This is also only the second episode that Ray Seahorn has not been in.
Like ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
She wasn't in 105 106.50, the episode about Mike. And she
Okay.
wasn't in this one, but she's been in every other episode.
Wow. You'd think that like she would show up in maybe one less or something like that, but it's interesting. But like it just goes to show how different, or how, the transition that we're kind of going into with this episode, because like even the intro is different.
Yeah, we freaked out a little
Right?
bit over that. We freaked
Yeah,
out
a
a
little
little bit
bit.
over the intro.
Like it's as if you didn't need a reminder that like, oh yeah, that's over. That's
Yeah.
over. That whole era gone.
It's so
Sorry.
sad. It's heartbreaking a little because I loved Jimmy and I loved Kim, and I'm still not over their breakup. Like it's depressed me all week. It's been really sad.
It hasn't gotten any better, really. It
No.
seems.
No.
No, I mean this didn't devastate me nearly as bad as John Dory, but it's
Oh yeah,
still it's gotten me fairly depressed. With them there's a little bit of hope. With John with John there was no hope. It was
it's like
over.
oh, done. Yeah,
Yeah. So at least there's hope for this in the future. But
yeah. Well, what did you think about the? There was a lot of like allegories to like football themes, like even directing. What was the kid's name? Jeffy through the department store. Like it was all a play. It was like a football play, and then the recurring theme of three, which is interesting. Like think about it. 2 episodes ago, they played with 50, or was it two or was it the last episode? I can't remember at this rate. No, it was 2 episodes ago where they played with 50-50, meaning 5 episodes left, and now we have 3 episodes left.
Oh.
And 3 minutes appears
Oh.
with the Cinnabon eating, and 3 meaning pick up 3 things from no more than 3.
Three things,
It's kind of cool. They're little
he
assholes
he made 3 trips. He made 3 trips into the department store.
to drop off
Yes.
all the haul. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That was an interesting catch, Dave.
And weren't there 3? No. Well, it was the 3 of them: Jeffy, his friend, and Gene. So that's interesting. Good things come in threes. Is that
Did friend have a name?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve
No.
a name.
No
I don't
name.
Yeah.
No name friend.
Ricky, the truck driver.
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky.
Oh, speaking of, I love that little touch of and he brought the flowers.
He
At
did
the
bring
end.
flowers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what I love the most is that you kind of see Gene come back to life, or Saul come back to life in this episode. At the end with the shirts and the ties. Even though you didn't see the color, you didn't need to see the color to know.
It's a very loud
But the
shirt
thing is,
and
we
tie.
we don't see the color. We don't see the color, but the color is back in his life.
Yeah. I mean, he's got pep in his
Yeah.
step. He's talking to his colleagues.
And he was he pulled a page out of Mike's book there at the end. If he'd had chairs to sit those fuckers down, he would have told them to sit down and listen to what I have to say. But he was, it was like, tell me, I have to hear it. I have to hear you say it. But
Wow.
we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. Yeah.
Good. That is a good catch. That is definitely a direct link, for sure. Oh man.
Jimmy has always kind of, well, I mean, he's always learned from the people he's gone up against or had dealings with. Like he learned from Chuck, even if he didn't appreciate the lessons he learned from Chuck. He learned from Howard, even if, he didn't really appreciate the lessons that he learned from Howard. So he learned something from Mike, and he put it into practice.
It's so funny when you think about it, because when he stopped at my brother, it was a long pause. I mean, I know he was trying to, buy some time, but like, do you think there was a part of him that was, of course he's using what he knows, right? Just like you said. But like, you think there's a part of him that kind of just stopped for a hot sec and think about it? It got real with himself for a sec?
No, I mean, yeah, I think he was describing his life. Like, that's where his life is right now. And I think it hit him kind of hard that well, as he was saying it, he was recognizing it as the fucking truth.
Yeah.
But I'll also say he was a little rusty. Like, when it came to covering, he was, prime Jimmy McGill would not have faltered and struggled as hard to keep the attention of the guard.
Yeah.
So I think he's a little rusty, but he He managed to pull it off anyway. I know Rachel and Bridget were freaking out when we were watching it. They were both like, "Oh my god, I'm so nervous! I'm so nervous."
Oh, you guys were watching it over Zoom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I still can't get over the fact that at the beginning, after Carol Burnett was introduced, it was like all of us were like, we were so
What?
convinced she was going to be Kim's mom. And we
I
were like,
was too.
who the hell's this guy in Kim's house? Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, her brother that we didn't know about that exists.
I literally was like, did Kim have a brother? Did Kim have a brother? Yeah.
Maybe from another
all three of
marriage.
us
We
were
don't
so
know.
convinced.
It didn't help that they recast the actor, so he doesn't look anything like the guy
Right.
in season 5.
Okay, that's interesting because I thought he might have looked a little different, and you just
Oh,
confirmed
go look
it.
up a picture. He looks completely different.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even think it was the same character.
I looked him up and I was like, oh god, it's like not even remotely similar, other than wearing a hideous sweater. It's like
Which
the only,
I love.
the only joiner.
Those amazing Bill Cosby sweaters.
Yeah. Now I want to know if there's a link to like the significance of like him. Is that the year he got indicted? No, I don't know, but whatever.
This took a turn.
Right.
Ooh.
Um,
Hard left there.
But yeah, I was super nervous during the scam because she had said get the maintenance guy in here to polish this floor. So the whole time I'm like, the maintenance guy is
gonna
gonna
be
come in.
there.
The maintenance guy is gonna come in. And then the idiot slipped and fell instead. So it's just like, and I was like, he is not okay to be out that long. Like, he's gonna die in that crate because I like assumed he had to get back in the crate.
I
to, like,
thought
get
so
picked
too.
up, but that wasn't it at all.
yeah.
That wasn't it.
I've never
So the
seen something more
spot that
hilarious and nerve wracking.
Yeah. The spot that he slipped and fell at was where that skid was, though, right? Like,
skid
so
mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was extra well polished.
right. So clearly he came in and buffed already.
Right. I want to see myself in that spot. Yeah. Well, that's what made that scene a little bit more nerve wracking too, because I was thinking to myself, like, is he also kind of freaking out because maybe he just again killed someone? Like, because we just saw that in our couple episodes ago, right? We remember that. And so that's kind of like why I was shitting bricks.
I
honestly.
was legit thinking that Jim O'Hare's character was gonna die because he kept giving him Cinnabons, and it was gonna be like the unintended consequences of his actions was he was gonna give Frank the security guard a heart attack. Like, was that his goal or something? And that's what I was like, oh my god, he's gonna kill Jim O'Hare the whole time.
I've never been more impressed with the sound on this show. I'm just going to say that out loud. From, Jim O'Hare's character, which, did we even get his name? I don't remember.
Frank.
Okay, Frank. From his eating sounds and the knife and the clanging and the stuff. And then, but also, like, every now and again you hear
So gross.
Jimmy kind of do that nose breath and that kind of the exhale and then kind of that groan as he's walking, like he's, he's just, everything's weighing him down sort of still until the final end where you don't hear any of that. And it's more like a, instead of a, right?
Ew.
It was so cool though, because it lent weight to the scene, like it lent weight to
Yeah.
the character, so until the end where it was like levity. It was like, the world. I can see all the colors, right, Charity? It's great. It's great.
His coworkers
Thank
are
God
not
we-
going to
thank
think
God
that
we
Gene
couldn't
is
see the
okay.
colors.
Like eating so many Cinnabons.
That's
Dude,
right.
that guy takes 2 home every single day.
And yet he looks great. I want to know what he's doing.
It's the Cinnabon diet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, die at. Anyway.
I mean, overall, I thought it was a good episode. It was a nice, definitive break between the Better Call Saul era and what's going to come. Because, I mean, obviously, we're not going to stay in the Gene timeline. We're going to have to go back to the Better Call Saul era for something. I mean, I can't see
You
us
mean
staying
the
in
Breaking
Gene
Bad,
timeline.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, the Breaking Bad
Yeah, okay.
timeline, yeah.
And
I don't.
and he referenced Walt and Jesse essentially in this episode.
Yes, yes, he did. Yes, he did,
Kind of dovetail that.
which was fun. That was fun.
Wait, did I
But
miss
I
that?
thought
No
What
way.
did he say?
he
Are you
said
serious?
he said when he said the 50-year-old school teacher,
Oh,
Chemistry
thank
teacher.
you. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
chemistry
Yeah.
teacher,
Okay.
yeah,
Was
yeah.
broke,
Okay.
couldn't pay his
Got it, got it.
mortgage. Yeah.
Got it.
Well, in
Yep.
case somebody
Yeah.
else missed it, might as well take it as an opportunity. Um,
I'm not the only dummy out here,
we all,
but at least I'll survive.
we all miss something. We all miss something. I kind of like the music in this episode too, which is why I chose the music that we use in this reaction videos. It's kind of like got a, little jazzy, muzak, bossa nova-y kind of sound, and so and it was in this episode, and so that's why I chose that for the reaction videos, because I kind of like the Gene Takovic score a bit. It's a bit mellowed out. It's a bit more mellow and calm, and which is not what what Jimmy wants. I'm like, Jimmy, Saul. It's not what Jimmy wants, but it's it's better than the tension all the time, and the music from what was it? Point and shoot. Da, 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 da. See, it haunts my dreams, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that, Jimmy, right? And yet he's walking into it in this episode a little bit. He's flirting with it.
The montage was really good too.
Oh, describe it.
Minus the chewing and the smacking and the.
Yeah.
Oh,
The editing, the montage of the editing. Yeah,
I got it.
yeah. There was another visual, just a little visual parallel when he snipped her cable at the beginning, and it was very similar to when they were snipping the tags in the theft scene when he went up and snipped the tags.
That's a good catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking. Okay, so they did an interesting flash during. I can't remember exactly where it was. It was in the beginning of the episode. Yeah. Right. Regardless, it flashed at one point to where at the beginning of the montage, I think it was, where he had written or had scratched in SG was here, right?
SG was here.
So that's not for nothing, because throughout this, throughout any of the Gene Takovic scenes, he's looking at videos of himself. He scribbles SG was here. And then even at the end of this episode, the shirt and tie thing, right? He's like flirting. He's like, could I? Maybe. It looks good. I guess not. I think
Doesn't look good.
We've always said that. Looks good on him. We've always said that Jimmy McGill, all he ever wanted was acceptance. And then I said something to the effect last episode. I kind of threw it as a throwaway line of, I think if he can't get it from anybody that he knows of now, he's just going to accept himself. And then in Breaking Bad, he's forced to lose himself, right? So now he's this Gene Takovic. He's like, I just want to know that I existed now. I mean, all this talk of ghosts. SG was here, flirting with the shirt and then putting it down, and even the whole scam itself, like as a means to get the kid off his back, Jeffy, is just him thinking, was I even here? Did I exist? What? It's like going back to legacies. Sometimes you just want to know that you made a mark on this world, and so I keep seeing that I've never seen that more in this episode, and that's something that everybody has in their lives too. Sometimes I feel that way. Like, is everything I've done up to this point made a difference?
Jimmy is who Jimmy is. He's always been a scammer. It's always been.
Slipping
It's
Jimmy.
like Howard said. It's like Howard said. You were born that way, and Chuck knew it. So he was never gonna stay repressed as Gene. I mean, it was just never gonna last. He just couldn't do it. Why? Maybe he feels like death would be preferable to having to live this boring, nothing, nobody existence with no color in his life at all, and with nobody, with no friends, no family, no wife, no parents, no brother. So I feel like he's at a point where he has to come out. He can't stay there, and he can't stay in that anymore.
It's all in the
And
house.
it's also kind of like Gus, how Gus couldn't stand to be looking over his shoulder and being afraid of Lalo anymore, so he took things into his own hands. Well, that is exactly what Jimmy is doing. He can't stand to be Gene Takovic anymore and look over his shoulder and be afraid constantly. So he's just going to take it into his own hands and do something about it.
I wonder though.
So
Go ahead.
So if we jump back to the Breaking Bad timeline in the next episode, when do you think we'll see Gene again? Not till the end, or do you think they'll sprinkle him in along the way?
I have no idea. I wouldn't even venture a guess with this show. Who the fuck knows?
I don't know,
Who the
man.
hell knows?
I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Gene Takovic, and maybe.
Well, we've got 3 episodes left, and I feel like we've covered the Breaking Bad era in Breaking Bad. So like there has to be something to link it. There has to be a reason. So I know the tag on the license plate says 2005, but Tom Schnauz said that they are somewhere in 2007.
Could be, yeah, because the inspection times. Some cars don't need to be inspected for 2 years. So.
Well, I mean, that's coming from the executive producer, so I tend to take his word for it.
Nah.
So
The same one who said that there was no cliffhanger.
See?
He said it wasn't supposed to be a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
More like a throw somebody off the cliff. Hey, Mitchell, Gene, black and white, and Carol Burnett. It made the perfect episode. He says.
Yep.
I'm
still
love.
just disappointed Carol Burnett wasn't Kim's mom. I'm sorry.
Or Jimmy or Saul Goodman's prostitute.
or the judge. A lot of people were theorizing that she was going to be Judge Papadumian.
Right.
Instead,
because she's
Jimmy's new wife. Jimmy is now
Wife number
Jeffy's
4.
daddy.
You don't have to call me dad yet.
I love that line. That's so good.
Right.
Marion Takovic has a nice ring to it.
Yo,
Does.
Carol Burnett looks. She looks so great. I mean, I've grown up
does.
with this woman. I mean, you have, yeah, we all have. I mean, I keep forgetting that we're all around the same age. Yeah.
Pretty close.
This guy.
Mitchell said Gene has a sugar mommy now.
Bravo,
Nice.
Mitchell.
And they're
Bravo.
both- Yes.
I love it that they're both these comedic actors too. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just fantastic. I bet Bob Odenkirk is like starstruck too. I would be.
I wonder if they've ever worked together before.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to look that up now.
Save it though.
Oh yeah.
Don't waste it here.
This is the
Save
non-notes session.
Oh yeah, we still have to talk more about this episode in a couple of days.
Yeah. Or hopefully tomorrow, right?
it. Tomorrow?
Or else these episodes will never release. Yeah. I don't know what else there is to talk about, but
Yeah.
you got anything else in the tank?
Nope.
No.
Those are initial
No,
thoughts
not if
anyway.
we've got to talk tomorrow. Okay,
I'm gonna have to
bye.
watch this again.
I don't know.
Mitchell,
Gonna
you
have to
got
watch-
anything
I
else
have-
to add?
I have to work tomorrow. I have to get up and watch it again in the morning.
This is an interactive session. Speak your mind.
No. I think I think we all kind of shared the same initial reactions.
Yeah.
I
was
just
solid.
want to say how sad I am that there's only 3 episodes left. Excited but sad at the same time.
Yeah. I made my peace with the last episode. I literally transitioned from being upset to being like, oh yeah, there's 4 episodes to talk about Gene Takovic now. Yeah.
I was very upset in the last episode, and I'm not over it, but I'm not unhappy with the direction the show's going, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not unhappy with the show, but I'm still just absolutely devastated and heartbroken from the breakup.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah, very, very depressed still.
What about you two? I'm just curious about you two. You haven't said too much about where you're at mentally.
I'm excited to see how they're gonna tie all this together. I'm really excited to see all the connections that they're still gonna make, and they're just so fucking creative. Like I know it's just gonna be awesome, and I can't even come up with a theory that I think might happen or how they might do it. But I'm so excited to see what they do.
Yeah. What about you, Bridget?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty impatient to like figure out what exactly is the end game for this.
Oh.
That's kind of, I don't know. It's like I'm like, oh, this is sad that it's ending. Just get over with. I want to know.
No.
So I have
slow
like
down.
that feeling. But I also am like not in a great headspace for it right now. I'm like, after Saturday, my brain is just like done. Right? It was like. There was so many announcements and like so many things were
Friday.
happening,
Man.
and then
I'm
like
what happened Saturday?
oh, sorry, Friday, and then Saturday there was
Yeah.
more stuff with Marvel and everything else. It's
Ah.
just like there's been all this stuff coming out, and I'm just like, my
I
brain
can
doesn't have
barely
any
catch
space
up.
for it.
Oh, you know what? We should basically say it now. For those of you who don't know, we released the SDCC live stream to audio podcast. So that was trimmed down to 3 hours and 30 minutes instead of 4 hours. And I still have to deal with some copyright claim stuff on the because of that. Do you know what it was? It was that video with the music from the Christmas music. Remember that at the end, near the end?
Really, that's what
That was
did
the
it?
big one. But it did ding me on the trailer, which I can claim is a reaction video, which is fair use. So, but I should have trimmed out. I should have just trimmed out that whole 2-minute nothing dumb video that we. Who cares? It was a dumb thing, and I trimmed it out of the
That was
audio
dumb.
podcast. Who cares? So
And it was an edit of a regular video. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was so stupid.
well, let me read some comments here. Mitchell Shoemaker says episode 11 is supposed to be on until 10:19 Eastern Standard Time, but it doesn't have a confirmed title yet, which is interesting because the teaser to that is like a truck at a crossroads, and Jimmy saying, if you're gonna go or something to that effect. I want to say the introverse says, "I need Kim, you need Kim, we need Kim. Where's Kim?" In response to
Where's
all our
Kim?
feelings.
I agree with you. I agree
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling that you had, Sharon, about like, will we see Kim? And I don't like it.
They just gonna leave us hanging.
I don't like it.
Maybe.
No way.
Just
No way.
disappeared.
I can't believe it. I refuse
Right,
to
me
believe
too.
that.
Like every 5 row being like, oh, we'll
refuse.
see her again. Right, put a Band-Aid on it.
We have to. They have to reunite. I'm sorry, it has to happen.
Yeah.
What they're gonna do.
Gotta.
So they're gonna do something. Even if they do, it'll be something horrible. Like we talked about earlier. They'll get back together and then they'll fucking kill Saul or something. Like it'll just be this horrible.
God.
Like we give you what you wanted, aren't you? Are you happy now? Here
Yeah,
you go.
you deserve nothing and you
Aren't
like
you
what
happy?
you get.
Kim's
Yeah.
the prosecutor, and she's prosecuting Saul.
That's what I said in the last episode.
Congratulations.
Or she said she
oh
became
man,
a
Jean
judge.
gets busted doing another scam.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Papa Dinkus or what was the name?
Papa Doomian.
Papa Dooney.
you Papa
Papa Doomy.
You Papa Dinkus.
Whatever.
You made the funny.
I like
Who can
it.
laugh?
on that on the fan theory thing that Bob and Ray did, they were like nobody at the end. They were like nobody has guessed it. They're like some people have come close to the end, to guessing the end, but nobody's quite gotten it. And I
Good.
was like, man, just don't do what fucking Game of Thrones did and be like, this is the only theory the fans didn't come up with, so this is what we're gonna go with. Like,
That would be great, actually. Like, they filmed, 19 different endings, and they're like, nope, maybe, nope,
They're like
nope,
watching
nope.
all of our videos, like taking notes. Nope, can't use that one.
Like, damn it, now we can't use that one.
Maybe if we use that one with that one. Fuck
Oh
you,
man.
Tom
Yeah, don't
Schnoz.
fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
I have faith in them though, because
Yeah.
the end of Breaking Bad was a winner. Like they nailed the end of Breaking Bad. So I have great faith in this writing and production and acting team that they're gonna pull it off. It's not gonna be something terrible.
Here's hoping Jean doesn't have the same ending.
Mm.
Like Gene's buried under the super lab too. Just kidding. Where's
He'll just-
Kim? She's buried under the super lab.
Oh, he'll just do it himself. He'll just lay down in a hole and just bury himself. Poetic. Anyway, shall we call this one?
Yes, let's do it. I got to get up in the morning, so let's get out of here.
Who does the outro? I don't even remember. Is it me? I don't remember.
You do.
Okay.
Miss you.
You do, so you can list all the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
That's
right.
all the things.
All the stuff and things.
Well, folks, if you like what you heard, head over to ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead. 5 stars and an eggplant is all we need to know that you love us. But tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. But tell us after every episode. And if you like what we're doing even harder, head over to ko-fi.com, create a free account, and follow us at ko-fi.com/squawkingdead. You don't have to buy us a coffee for 30 days of supporter-backed content. You don't have to join a membership tier. All you have to do is follow. You'll know when we record. You'll know when we drop our unedited episode recordings. And any cool things coming down the pipeline, because we don't post this stuff on social media. I'll take us out. I've been your host, David Cameo, and I was joined by Sharon D, aka Blazy Gardner, Cosmo Mom 09 Rachel Bird, and Survivors tier member Bridget. ko-fi.com/PONKYBRUISETER. That's Punky Brewster. Check out her posts lately. She's been coming out with some pretty cool things. So, and other than that, we've got so much content coming your way. Won't you stay? And if you join,
It's the perfect way to end the perfect day.
exactly.
Oh.
Well, the perfect day is an allegory for a moment in time. Okay, but that's
Okay.
it's not a literal perfect day. It was good while it lasted, right? It was a day. Anyway, so yes, so if you follow us on ko-fi.com/squawkingdead, you'll know when we record the full breakdown of this episode where we actually take notes, do the research, and all that stuff. This was a off-the-cuff live stream reaction, just post-watching it for you to enjoy. It's a little reminder, but I think we have to do that at the top so that people like don't go, "What? These guys are dumb. Ugh, what? They forget things. Ugh. Where's the
After dark.
where's the beef?"
That's right.
Anyway, so
Where's
Squawking dumb.
we're dumbing.
Yeah.
Better call
remember the
Dum
walking
Dums.
dum-dums.
Exactly.
the Walking Dum Dums? That's
So-
our show.
But we live.
But yes,
That's right.
Yes,
The dummies survive.
ignorance is bliss.
Better call dumb dumb.
And then all we do is we just don't say anything.
Well, we'd probably do better than when we actually talk. So
All right, everybody. Take care, everybody. We'll see you very soon. Keep your dials dialed in, and we'll see you later.
bye.
Bye. Stop you on Instagram, and we'll stop you on all those streaming